Earth's last message to the galaxy. One more attack will bring total destruction. Sci-fi, the sky over Earth was clear. But something in the distance made the scientists uneasy. In a hidden control room beneath the deserts of Nevada, Lucas Grant stood with his arms crossed, staring at the screens. Ships, hundreds of them moving silently through the edge of the solar system. Not human ships, he thought, not anything he had ever seen. Lucas had been in the military for 20 years. He had faced storms, earthquakes, and even small-scale attacks in space. But this was different. This was not just a threat to a city or a planet's orbit. It was a threat to the entire human race. Maya Hill sat next to him, her fingers flying across the keyboard. She was the best communications officer on Earth, capable of understanding signals that no one else could. Her hair was pulled back in a tight braid, and her eyes never left the monitors. "Commander," she said, her voice calm but tense, "these ships aren't just moving through the solar system. They're scanning. I think they know we're here." Lucas nodded. He had a bad feeling in his stomach. "Have we tried to contact them?" he asked. Maya shook her head. "Not yet. We don't know if they can understand us, or if they even want to." Outside the control room, the world was starting to notice. Satellites picked up strange signals, and astronomers all over the globe were talking about the strange formations near Pluto. Rumors began to spread. News outlets speculated wildly, and people started to panic. Governments called emergency meetings, trying to keep control. In Washington, D.C., the United Nations had formed a coalition to respond. Representatives from every country gathered in a massive conference hall. Ethan Clark, a scientist known for his work on space defense, presented the latest information. He pointed at a large holographic map of the solar system. "These ships are enormous," he said. "They are unlike anything humanity has ever faced. Their technology is advanced, and their weapons, if activated, could destroy entire cities or even continents." A representative from Canada raised her hand. "Are you saying Earth is under attack?" Ethan shook his head slowly. "We don't know their intent yet. But if they attack, it will be total destruction. We have to prepare as if war is inevitable." Lucas felt a weight settle on his shoulders. The responsibility of defending Earth was now his. He knew that every decision he made could be the difference between life and death for billions of people. Meanwhile, in a small town in Arizona, Sophie Lane, a young engineer, watched the sky with binoculars. She had spent years designing satellites and communication arrays for space observation. When she saw the alien ships, her heart skipped a beat. She immediately contacted her team at the orbital relay station. "We need to increase power on the outer satellites," she said. "They need to know we are aware of them. They need to know we are not afraid." Back in the control room, Maya had begun to intercept the alien signals. Strange patterns, sequences of sounds and lights that did not match any known language. She replayed the recordings over and over, trying to find a meaning. After hours of work, she noticed something. The aliens were not just scanning, they were testing, sending out small signals, watching for responses. It was as if they wanted to see what Earth would do next. Lucas paced the room. "If they are testing us, that means they are expecting something," he said. "We need to respond, but how?" Maya looked at him. "We can send a message, one final warning. We tell them clearly, attack us again and total destruction will follow." Lucas nodded. It was a dangerous choice, but it might be the only way to buy time. They could not hope to fight these ships head-on. Earth's military was strong, but this fleet was unlike anything seen before. And yet, Lucas believed in humans. He believed in the ingenuity and courage of people who had survived disasters on their own planet for thousands of years. At the satellite command center, Sophie and her team worked tirelessly to send the message across the solar system. The words were simple but strong. "Earth will not surrender. Any further attack will bring total destruction. Retreat now or face the consequences." The message traveled through space, amplified by every satellite in orbit. It was a warning, yes, but also a statement. Humanity was united. Humanity would fight if necessary. As the message was sent, the alien ships reacted. Some paused, hovering silently in space. Others adjusted their paths, forming new formations. Lucas, Maya, and Ethan watched anxiously. They did not know if the aliens understood or if it would make any difference. On the surface of Earth, people were beginning to feel the tension. Cities went into alert. Airports were closed. Schools and offices evacuated. Families huddled together, waiting for news. Children asked questions adults could not answer. The world held its breath. In the command room, Lucas turned to Maya. "How long until we hear anything?" he asked. Maya shook her head. "We don't know. Could be minutes, could be hours. Space is big." Ethan frowned. "They could attack before they respond. We need a defense plan ready. Now," Lucas agreed. They began organizing the military. Fighter jets, orbital drones, missile defense systems. Every resource was deployed, every soldier ready. But even with all of this, Lucas knew that brute force alone could not save them. Humans had to use their brains, their creativity, and their courage to survive. In a research lab in Boston, Daniel Brooks, another scientist, worked on a device that could send interference signals to the alien fleet. "If we can confuse their sensors," he said, "we can create a chance to defend ourselves. One small opening could make all the difference." While humans prepared defenses, the aliens did not attack immediately. They circled the solar system like predators, observing, calculating. Lucas noticed that they seemed careful, almost cautious. That gave him hope. Maybe the warning message had worked. Maybe the aliens understood that humans were not to be underestimated. Still, there was no time for celebration. Every moment counted. Every calculation, every move could mean life or death. Lucas looked at the faces of his team. Young men and women, experts in their fields, ready to give everything to protect the planet. Their courage reminded him why humans were special. Humans had survived ice ages, plagues, wars, and disasters on their own world. They never gave up, and they would not give up now. Maya's fingers moved quickly across the console again. She had finally decoded part of the alien signals. A small pattern repeated over and over like a warning of their own. "Commander," she said, "I think they are testing our limits. They want to see how far we will go." Lucas nodded grimly. "Then we have to show them that humans will fight to the last no matter what." As the sun set over Earth, casting long shadows across cities and forests, the alien fleet remained in the distance. Its presence was a reminder that humanity was not alone, and that survival would not come easily. But even in the face of overwhelming odds, Lucas felt a spark of hope. Humans were clever, brave, and united. And for the first time in history, the entire planet was ready to stand together as one. Night fell, and in homes across the world, people watched the sky. Some prayed, some wept, some simply stared in awe. Children imagined stories of heroes, and adults remembered lessons of survival. Everyone, in their own way, knew that Earth had sent a message to the galaxy. Humans were not weak. Humans were not afraid. And anyone who underestimated them would pay a terrible price. Lucas remained in the control room long after others left. He gazed at the distant lights of the alien fleet, wondering what they were thinking. Were they scared, curious, or simply calculating their next move? Whatever it was, he knew one thing: Earth would not surrender. "Not now, not ever." Maya joined him, placing a hand on his shoulder. "We did all we could for now," she said softly. "The rest is up to them." Lucas nodded. "For now," he said, "but humanity will be ready for whatever comes next." And so, as the night deepened and stars sparkled across the sky, Earth waited, waiting for the alien response, waiting for the first sign of action, waiting for the moment when humans would have to prove that their courage, intelligence, and unity were stronger than anything the galaxy could throw at them. Earth was waking up to a new reality. The alien fleet hung silently near the edges of the solar system, and the entire planet was on high alert. Military bases, space stations, and cities worked at full capacity. There was no time to relax. Every move counted. Every moment was precious. In the Nevada control room, Lucas Grant stood over a glowing map of the solar system. The dots representing alien ships moved slowly but steadily closer to Mars and the asteroid belt. "We can't wait for them to attack," Lucas said. "We need to prepare a full defense. Every satellite, every drone, every ship has to be ready." Maya Hill nodded. Her hands flew across the keyboard as she monitored signals coming from deep space. "The alien fleet is testing us," she said. "They are scanning, watching, trying to see what we will do next. They are smart, but they are not ready for human strategy." Lucas glanced at the screens. "Then it's time to show them." Across the world, engineers and scientists were working at full speed. In Boston, Daniel Brooks adjusted the energy matrix of a new device designed to disrupt the alien sensors. "If we can confuse their systems for even a few minutes," he said, "we can gain an advantage. That could save millions of lives." Nearby, Sophie Lane supervised the orbital relay stations. We have to amplify the warning signals, she said. We have to make it impossible for them to ignore us. They need to know Earth is united and ready. In the hangar of the orbital defense fleet, pilots were preparing for launch. Young men and women in flight suits checked every system of their fighter drones. They were nervous but determined. They had trained for years, but nothing in their training prepared them for a fight against a fleet from another star. One pilot, Alex Monroe, adjusted his helmet. "If we make it to orbit, we need to hit them hard and fast," he said to his squad. "No mistakes. Earth is counting on us." Another pilot, Lily Carter, checked her instruments. "We are ready," she said. "We have to be. There is no other choice." Back in the Nevada command room, Lucas called the first team meeting. Ethan Clark, Maya Hill, Sophie Lane, and several military officers crowded around a holographic table. Lucas pointed at the representation of the alien fleet. "They are testing our defenses, probing for weaknesses," he said. "We will give them an answer they won't forget. We will use every tool we have, every strategy we can think of. We will show them that humans are not easy to destroy." Ethan nodded. "We can use the drones in combination with the orbital shields. If we position the satellites correctly, we can create a barrier the aliens will have trouble penetrating. Then we can deploy the decoy fleet to mislead them." Sophie smiled. "I've been working on the decoys. They look real on radar. They move like real ships." "They should confuse their targeting systems for a while," Maya added. "And I've been monitoring their signals. We know how they scan. If we feed them the right information, we can make them underestimate us. We can create openings for attacks that they won't expect." Lucas looked at his team. "Good, that is exactly what humans do. We adapt, we survive. Let's make sure they learn that the hard way." The first engagement began near the orbit of Mars. A small group of alien scouts approached the outer colonies. Earth had deployed a series of automated drones designed to intercept them. The drones moved like swarms of birds, small but fast, carrying weapons capable of small but precise attacks. Alex and Lily piloted the first drones. "Contact," Alex said, pointing to the approaching shapes on his display. "They are coming right at us." Lily pressed the launch button. The drones shot forward, weaving around the alien ships. The scouts fired back, strange beams of energy slicing through space. The drones dodged skillfully, striking where the aliens were least prepared. Lucas watched on the main screen, his jaw tight. "Hold formation," he ordered. "Do not let them break through." The drones were small, but their speed and numbers gave them an advantage. They darted around the alien ships, confusing their targeting systems. The alien scouts tried to adjust, but humans had anticipated their moves. Even a slight miscalculation gave the drones a chance to strike. Back on Earth, Ethan Clark monitored the battle from his lab. "The drones are working," he said. "Their sensors are off. They think the decoys are the real ships. We have a window." Sophie adjusted the relay stations to feed false data to the alien fleet. On the screen, it appeared as though a large fleet was moving into position around the outer colonies. The aliens reacted, sending part of their scouts to investigate. Lucas smiled slightly. "Good, keep them busy." Meanwhile, Maya continued to intercept the alien signals. "They are reacting to our message," she said. "I think they are realizing that humans are more clever than they expected." The first wave of the battle lasted for hours. No humans were lost, and the alien scouts were forced to retreat. The victory was small, but it gave Earth time to prepare for the larger fleet moving toward the inner solar system. Lucas turned to Ethan. "We can't just wait. We need a plan for the main attack. The aliens are not just scouts." "The real fleet is coming, and it will be massive." Ethan nodded. "We can use the orbital shields around Earth combined with the drones and decoys. We can create a layered defense, but we need more than that. We need a way to disrupt their energy systems. If we can do that, we can level the playing field." In another room, Daniel Brooks worked tirelessly on the interference device. Sparks flew from consoles as he adjusted the frequencies. "Just a few more calculations," he muttered. "We can jam their sensors long enough to give the drones and shields an advantage." Hours passed. The alien fleet continued to approach. Earth's people worked together like never before. Factories ran at full speed, building weapons and drones. Engineers repaired satellites. Scientists monitored every signal. Soldiers prepared for combat. Families stayed calm as best they could, understanding that survival depended on unity and courage. Lucas called another meeting with his team. "This is it," he said. The fleet is nearly here. Every human on this planet is counting on us. We have to show them what humans can do, not just our strength but our intelligence, our creativity, our willingness to fight for our home. Sophie checked her notes. The decoys are in place. The relay stations are active. The drones are ready to launch. The orbital shields are fully charged. Maya added, I've prepared another warning message for them. If they try to break through, they will know that Earth is united. They will know that any attack will have consequences. Lucas nodded. Then let's make history. As the alien fleet drew closer to the inner planets, Earth launched its countermeasures. Drones flew in swarms, weaving around the alien ships. Decoys moved on radar, confusing the enemy. The orbital shields shimmered in space, ready to absorb attacks. Alex and Lily led their squadron against the first wave. Energy beams collided with drones, but humans had prepared for every possibility. The drones dodged, struck, and retreated only to return again. On Earth, Daniel activated the interference device. Strange waves of energy spread across space, causing the alien sensors to flicker. Their ship slowed, trying to understand what was happening. It gave the humans the advantage they needed. Lucas watched the battle unfold. His heart pounded, but he did not waver. Keep pushing, he ordered. We can do this. We will hold our home. Hours turned into a full day of combat. The aliens tried every strategy they knew, but humans adapted quickly. Drones shifted formations. Decoys moved unpredictably. The orbital shields absorbed energy that would have destroyed cities. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the alien fleet began to retreat. They were not destroyed, but they were forced to pull back and reconsider. Humans had survived the first real attack. Humans had shown that they were not weak. Lucas turned to his team. This is just the beginning, he said. We have proven we can defend ourselves, but the aliens are still out there, and we have to be ready for what comes next. Maya smiled slightly. They will remember us, she said. They will know that humans are not easy to conquer. Ethan nodded. And we have learned a lot about them, their patterns, their weaknesses, their strategies. We can use this knowledge to prepare for the next wave. Sophie looked at the monitors. We have time to improve our defenses, time to strengthen our position. We can make sure the next attack does not get this far. Lucas felt a mixture of relief and determination. Earth had survived the first engagement. But the war was far from over. Humanity had shown courage, intelligence, and unity, and for the first time the galaxy knew that humans were a force to be reckoned with. As night fell over the planet, people everywhere looked up at the sky. The stars shone brightly, but beyond them the alien fleet lingered in the darkness. Earth had sent a clear message. Humanity would fight to the last, and it would not surrender. Lucas stood on the balcony of the control room, looking out at the stars. He knew the battle was only the beginning, but he also knew something else. Humans were clever, adaptable, and brave, and no matter what came from the stars, Earth would never give up. The fight was far from over, but humanity had already won something more important: hope. The alien fleet was no longer just a threat at the edges of the solar system. It was moving closer, faster than anyone had expected. Earth's people had survived the first wave, but now the real test was about to begin. Lucas Grant stood in the command room, his eyes scanning the large display. The alien ships had split into several groups, approaching Mars, the asteroid belt, and even the outer planets. They are coordinating an attack, he said quietly. They want to hit us from all sides. Maya Hill worked quickly at the communications console, decoding strange signals. They are learning from their mistakes, she said. They watched the first wave. They know we use decoys and drones. They are planning something bigger this time. Lucas's jaw tightened. Then we have to be smarter. We have to stay one step ahead. In Boston, Ethan Clark reviewed the data from the first battle. They are faster than we thought, he said. Their energy weapons can destroy multiple drones in a single strike. The next wave will hit harder. We need to strengthen the orbital shields and improve the drone strategy. Sophie Lane adjusted her calculations at the satellite relay stations. We can create interference zones, she said. If we direct energy waves correctly, we can confuse their targeting systems and slow them down, but we need perfect timing. Back in Nevada, Lucas called a meeting with the military commanders and the key scientists. The next attack is coming, he said. We need a plan that will defend Earth and give us an advantage. Every second counts. Every mistake could cost millions of lives. Ethan spoke first. We can use a combination of the orbital shields, drone swarms, and the interference devices. We can force them to split their forces, make them vulnerable. But we also need a strike team ready to attack their command ships if the opportunity appears. Lucas nodded. Good. Prepare the strike team. We'll need volunteers who can take risks, move fast, and think quickly. This is not for the faint of heart. Alex Monroe and Lily Carter were among the first to volunteer. We've trained for this, Alex said. We can do it. We have to do it. Lily added, this is our planet. We can't let them destroy it. We will fight. The day of the major attack arrived. Alien ships appeared near Mars, their massive hulls reflecting the sunlight. Smaller ships darted around them like swarms of hornets. Earth's defense systems activated instantly. Drones launched from Earth and nearby colonies, orbital shields powered up, and decoy fleets moved into position. Lucas watched the battle unfold on the screens. Hold the shields, he ordered. Do not let them break through. Keep the drones in formation. The drones zipped through space, dodging beams of energy and striking alien ships with precision attacks. Some drones were destroyed, but each loss was calculated to keep the aliens distracted. Humans were learning and adapting faster than the invaders expected. Ethan monitored the alien fleet's reactions. Their command ships are trying to regroup, he said. They are sending signals to adjust the attacks, but we can predict their movements if we act quickly. Sophie activated the interference devices, sending waves of energy to confuse alien sensors. They can't see us clearly, she said. We have a window. Now is the time to strike. Lucas turned to Alex and Lily. This is it. The strike team must move in, target their command ships. Hit them hard and fast. Every second matters. Alex nodded. Understood, sir. Let's do this. The strike team launched in a small fleet of agile ships, moving through the chaos of the battle. Alien energy beams flew past them, missing by inches. The human pilots dodged, weaving skillfully through the enemy fire. Lily targeted the first command ship. Locking weapons, she said. Her ship fired, hitting the alien vessel's energy shields. Sparks and flames erupted on the enemy ship's hull. The alien vessel staggered, its movement slowed. Alex attacked another command ship. His ship's weapons hit with precision. The alien ship shook violently. Humans were showing that even against a superior enemy, strategy and courage could win small victories. On Earth, Lucas and Maya watched as the strike team caused chaos in the alien fleet. They didn't expect this, Maya said. Humans are unpredictable. They didn't plan for bravery. Ethan spoke urgently. We need to exploit their confusion. Move the drones in, target the smaller ships. Use the decoys to distract the rest of the fleet. We can force them to retreat if we keep up the pressure. The alien fleet reacted violently. Beams of energy shot across space, destroying some drones and decoys. But the humans were ready. Shields absorbed damage and drones continued their attack. Every move was calculated, every strategy precise. As the battle raged, Lucas noticed a pattern in the alien movements. They are focusing too much on the drones, he said. Their main fleet is exposed. If we can push forward now, we can strike at the center. He turned to Ethan. Prepare the next wave of drones and launch the second interference pulse. This has to work. Sophie activated the satellites. Energy waves shot through space, confusing alien sensors and causing the ships to slow. The humans seized the opportunity. Drone swarms moved in, attacking the exposed alien fleet. The strike team continued their assault on the command ships. Alex and Lily worked together, their ships weaving between enemy fire and striking again and again. The aliens were forced to retreat, unable to coordinate their forces effectively. Lucas felt a surge of hope. Humans were holding their ground. Humans were fighting back. The alien fleet, massive and powerful, was being pushed into a defensive position. Maya continued to monitor alien communications. They are sending messages to each other, she said. I think they are realizing we are stronger than they expected. They are confused, hesitant. Ethan nodded. That hesitation is all we need. Humans can exploit that. We can make them retreat. On the battlefield, drones and human ships pressed forward. Alien vessels fell one by one. Sparks and energy beams lit the darkness of space. The humans were relentless, refusing to back down. Alex fired at the final command ship in the sector. His weapons hit the hull directly. The ship staggered and began to drift uncontrollably. Lily hit another vessel nearby. The alien fleet was losing cohesion. Back on Earth, people watched the reports. Citizens cheered as news came in that humans were holding their own. Even in the face of a superior enemy, Earth had survived. Hope spread across the planet. People realized that humanity could fight back, could survive, and could even win. Lucas turned to his team. "We've proven something today," he said. "Humans are not weak. Humans are clever, brave, and united. The aliens will remember that." Maya smiled. "We have learned a lot about them too. Their strengths, weaknesses, and patterns. We can use this knowledge in the next battle." Ethan added, "This is just the beginning, but today we have shown that humans can fight for their home no matter what." Sophie looked at the monitors showing the retreating alien fleet. "They will regroup," she said. "They will come back, but next time we will be ready." Lucas nodded. "Yes, we will be ready. Humanity will never surrender, not now, not ever." As the alien ships disappeared into the distance, the planet celebrated a small victory. Humans had survived a major assault and had even struck fear into the invaders. Earth had sent a clear message to the galaxy. Humanity was not to be underestimated. Night fell and Lucas walked outside, looking at the stars. Somewhere out there, the alien fleet was planning its next move. But humans had proven something important. Even against an overwhelming enemy, courage, intelligence, and unity could turn the tide. Children slept peacefully, unaware of the battles above. Families hugged each other tightly, grateful for life and hope. Scientists, engineers, and soldiers worked tirelessly to prepare for the next wave. The world was united as one planet, ready to face whatever came from the stars. Lucas stood on the balcony of the command center, looking up at the night sky. "We have won a battle," he said softly. "But the war is not over. The aliens will return. And when they do, humanity will be ready." Maya joined him, her eyes shining with determination. "We showed them that humans are not easy to conquer," she said. Lucas nodded. "Yes, we showed them that Earth will fight to the last, and if they come back, we will be even stronger. Humanity will survive." And in the darkness of space, far beyond the reach of Earth, the alien fleet paused. Its ships hovered silently, watching, calculating, and reconsidering. They had underestimated humans once. They would not make that mistake again. On Earth, the people slept peacefully that night, but the leaders, soldiers, and scientists stayed awake. They worked to strengthen defenses, study the alien technology, and prepare for the next attack. Humanity had survived the turning point. Humanity had proven its strength. And humanity would continue to fight for its home, no matter the cost. Lucas stood in silence, thinking of the battles ahead. He knew the aliens would return, stronger and smarter, but he also knew the humans were ready. Humans had survived ice ages, wars, and disasters for thousands of years. They would survive this too. The stars shone brightly above Earth. Somewhere out there, the alien fleet plotted. But on this small blue planet, humans had shown that courage, intelligence, and unity were stronger than fear. And for the first time, the galaxy knew that Earth was not a planet to be taken lightly. The alien fleet had retreated, but Earth knew it was only temporary. Lucas Grant stood in the Nevada command room, watching the blinking lights of incoming satellites and drones. He could feel the weight of the next steps pressing down on him. Humanity had survived a major attack, but the aliens were still out there. And they would return, stronger and smarter. Maya Hill worked tirelessly at her console. Her eyes were red from hours of monitoring the fleet's signals, decoding patterns, and preparing a final message. "Commander," she said, "we've learned a lot from the last battle. We know how they coordinate, we know their command ships, we know how they think. If we use this, we can send a message they won't ignore." Lucas nodded. "Good, we need to make it clear any further attack will bring total destruction. They need to understand that humans are not just survivors. Humans are protectors of their world, and we will fight to the last." Across the world, scientists and engineers worked together like never before. In Boston, Ethan Clark monitored energy patterns and shield capacities. "If we synchronize the orbital shields with the drone swarms and interference devices," he explained, "we can create a planetary defense so strong that any fleet attempting to attack Earth will face total destruction. We need perfect timing, but it's possible." Sophie Lane checked the calculations from the relay satellites. "We can amplify the warning signal across the solar system," she said. "They will know we are ready, they will know we are united, and they will know we mean business." On the surface of Earth, millions of people were preparing for the worst. Cities fortified buildings, emergency teams drilled evacuation plans, and families stayed together, hoping humanity could survive one more challenge. Lucas knew that hope alone was not enough. Humans needed strategy, courage, and unity to face the ultimate test. In space, drones and satellites moved into position, forming a vast network of defense. Fighter ships stood ready, their pilots trained for one final mission. Alex Monroe and Lily Carter checked their systems for the 100th time. "This is it," Alex said quietly. "We either show them we are ready or risk losing everything." Lily nodded. "We're not just defending Earth, we're sending a message to the galaxy. Humans are not weak. We will fight for our home." Lucas gathered his team one last time. "This is the moment humanity has prepared for. The alien fleet may think they can destroy us, but they will learn their mistake. We will defend Earth, and if they attack again, we will show them what total destruction means. Every human on this planet is counting on us. Do not fail them." The team worked in unison. Drones launched in perfect formations, satellites relayed energy pulses, and interference devices jammed alien sensors. Every system, every machine, every human contribution was synchronized. It was the largest coordinated effort in human history. Maya began to compose the final message to the alien fleet. The words were simple, clear, and strong. "Earth will not surrender. Any further attack will result in total destruction. Retreat now or face the consequences. Humanity will fight to the last. This is your only warning." The message was sent through every satellite and broadcast array, amplified by energy pulses to reach every ship in the alien fleet. Lucas watched as the signals traveled through space, hoping that the warning would work. Hours passed in tense silence. The alien fleet did not attack immediately. For the first time, Earth had a moment to breathe, to observe, to prepare for the final outcome. Then the fleet began to move. This time it was clear they were testing Earth again. Smaller ships darted forward, probing the outer defenses. But humans were ready. Drones swarmed around the aliens, interference devices caused their sensors to flicker, and decoys misled their targeting systems. Alex and Lily led the strike team into action. "Stay sharp," Lucas said. "Do not underestimate them. They are clever, but humans are smarter." The battle was fierce. Alien energy beams struck drones, and some were destroyed, but human pilots adapted immediately. They used speed, strategy, and the environment of space itself to their advantage. The orbital shields absorbed massive amounts of energy, preventing damage to Earth and giving humans the upper hand. Ethan monitored the fleet's reactions. "They are confused," he said. "The warning message, combined with our defenses, is making them hesitate. We can push forward now. We can make them retreat." Sophie adjusted the satellites again, sending a new wave of interference pulses. The alien ships staggered, unable to coordinate properly. Humans seized the moment, pressing forward with the drone swarms and strike team. Lucas felt a surge of pride as he watched humanity fight. Humans were using brains, courage, and unity to overcome a superior force. Even against a technologically advanced enemy, Earth's people refused to give up. Alex targeted the first command ship, striking it with precision. The alien vessel shuddered, its movement slowed, and sparks flew across its hull. Lily hit another, creating chaos in the enemy fleet. The aliens, faced with a defense they did not expect, began to falter. Maya monitored their communications. "They are debating internally," she said. "Some of their leaders want to retreat, others want to continue. But they are afraid. They realize humans are stronger than they thought." Lucas nodded. "Then we show them strength. We make them understand humans will fight to the last and Earth will never surrender." Drones moved in closer, striking alien ships in coordinated attacks. Energy beams and explosions lit the darkness of space, and humans pressed their advantage. The alien fleet began to break apart, retreating from the outer planets toward the deeper edges of the solar system. On Earth, people watched the battle reports with awe and hope. Citizens cheered, realizing that humans had survived not just a battle, but an entire war in space. Humanity had proven that courage, intelligence, and unity were stronger than fear, stronger than any alien threat. Lucas turned to his team. "We've done it," he said. "The aliens know we are not weak. The galaxy now knows Earth will defend itself." Maya smiled. "They will not attack again soon. They know the cost is too high. They will think twice before returning." Ethan added, "We've also learned about them. We know their technology, their patterns, their weaknesses. We are ready for anything in the future." Sophie looked at the monitors, showing the alien fleet retreating. "We defended our home," she said. We sent a message, and we showed them that humans are united. Lucas nodded. Yes, today humanity has proven something important. We are clever, we are brave, we are united, and we will never give up. Night fell over Earth and the stars shone brightly. The alien fleet was far away, but its presence had changed humanity forever. People everywhere understood that they lived on a planet worth defending, that they were capable of great courage, and that the human spirit was stronger than any weapon in the galaxy. Families hugged each other tightly, children slept peacefully, and citizens looked at the sky with pride. Scientists, engineers, and soldiers continued their work, preparing for the future. Humanity had won a crucial victory, but they knew vigilance was necessary. Lucas stood on the balcony of the command room, gazing at the stars. Somewhere out there, the aliens were watching, calculating, and reconsidering. But they now knew one undeniable truth: Earth was defended by humans who would fight to the last. Maya joined him, placing a hand on his shoulder. We showed them that humans are not easy to conquer, she said. They will remember this for a long time. Lucas smiled. Yes, and if they return, we will be ready. Humanity will survive no matter what. Our home, our planet, will never fall. Across the planet, people celebrated quietly. They had survived an attack that no one thought possible. Humanity had shown courage, ingenuity, and unity on a scale never seen before. Earth was safe for now, but more importantly, humans had proven that they could defend their home against any threat. The alien fleet continued to drift through the darkness of space, considering its next move. But one thing was clear: humans were not to be underestimated. They were clever, brave, and united. And Earth, small and fragile though it might seem, was defended by a force stronger than any weapon in the galaxy: the human spirit. Lucas looked at the night sky one last time that evening. He thought of the battles fought, the sacrifices made, and the courage displayed by every human being. He knew the war was not completely over. But he also knew that humans had proven something vital. When united, when determined, they could face any challenge, survive any attack, and send a message to the galaxy that Earth would never surrender. And in that moment, with stars shining above and humanity safe below, Earth sent its final message to the galaxy, not in words but in action. Humans had fought. Humans had defended their home. Humans had shown that even against overwhelming odds, courage, intelligence, and unity could overcome anything. The galaxy would remember Earth. The aliens would remember Earth, and humanity would never forget itself. Lucas turned back to the command room, where his team worked tirelessly to strengthen defenses, prepare for the future, and ensure that Earth would remain safe. Humanity had won a battle, proven its strength, and sent its ultimate warning: one more attack would bring total destruction. And that warning was real. Earth had survived, humanity had triumphed, and the galaxy now knew that humans were a force to be reckoned with.